Hey guys, it's Laura. This time I wanted to go over something a little bit different, which is the Quing, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but the Quing Beauty Fireworks and Exotic Pop palettes for eyeshadow. Now, I've seen these advertised on Facebook. I normally don't buy things on Facebook because a lot of their stuff seems kind of scammy. But after about a month of seeing it, I finally caved in. I did some research, found out these were legitimate products, so I went ahead and ordered them. Now, they took about a month to come in, but once they made it, I got so excited. Now, I'm already currently wearing two colors from the Exotic Pop palette. I'm not very good with makeup, so I tend to keep it very simple and subtle, but I'll do some swab samples for you. I've had these since February, so I've had time to play with them. They're supposedly the biggest eyeshadow palettes that are out there. I don't know if that's true or not, but they are definitely the biggest that I own. Now, for the Exotic Pop, I think this one's my favorite because there's a lot of bright, vivid colors. Most of them are highly pigmented, but unfortunately the shimmer ones don't seem to have a lot of pigment, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute. The ones I'm currently wearing is the cherry and the, whoops, I'm just shoving my pinky right up in there, and the coconut. The Fireworks palette does have some similar colors, but for the majority of it is a bit different. I don't play with this one very often because, like I said, I like the Exotic Pop more. All right, for the Fireworks, we'll do a couple of test swabs just to show you what it looks like. The matte colors definitely have the most pigment. You'll be able to see those pretty well on their own. Let's go with the darker one. And this blue, I think, is my favorite one out of the whole palette. For some reason, I migrate towards the blues a lot. So they definitely got plenty of pigment. The glitter ones aren't too bad either. There's definitely a lot of sparkle and shine to them. They're very good for an accent color. Oh, that one's got a lot. Let's do pink. Some of them break up pretty easily though, like these two here on the ends. Those will be, I find those a little bit difficult to work with. Let's take a look at Exotic Pop. Same thing, the mattes are very bright and vivid. And they get a lot of pretty colors that come out pretty easily. Same thing with the sparkly ones. Woo. Let's try red. Actually, I think this one, the sparkly ones, have more pigment than the matte ones. Now, the thing I'm disappointed with in this palette, the shimmery ones seem to have little to no pigment. No matter how much I would put on, you can't see it. Which is very unfortunate because in the palette they look very pretty. But they're not visible until the light hits them, and even with that, barely. This white one, Milky Way, is the worst. On the palette, on my finger, it's fine. But you can barely see that on the skin. Let's see if we could try a little trick to bring that out a little bit more. I have two eyeshadow primers that I use, and they both tend to work fairly well. I have Revlon, which we will try to see if we can get that shimmer to pop a little bit better. All right, let's see. Let's try the blue. I don't think this is gonna work. just barely more. So that was a no-go. Let's try the NYX. Well, it's still about the same. So unfortunately, the shimmer ones, just about useless. They don't show up very well. And that's pretty much it. Despite there being a couple of drawbacks, I do think that these are definitely worth the money. I think they were about $35 each. And you definitely get a lot of options with these palettes. Thank you for watching. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe.